Well, second top Kilmarnock met second bottom Dundee United in our Sunday night match from the Scottish Premier League. Kilmarnock have lost influential Frenchman Jérôme Wright through injury, and that prompted a recall to the starting lineup for Ali McCoist. This was his first start in 10 games. Dundee United manager Paul Sturrock stuck with Alan Combe in goal in place of the out-of-favour Sieb Dijkstra. Up front, Kjell Olofsson, Alex Matthey and Billy Dodds were asked to find a way past the meanest defence in Scotland. The commentators are David Provan and Ian Crocker.
The referee is Scotland's most famous World Cup official, Hugh Dallas, and it'll be Dundee United who start this Sunday night encounter in the Scottish Premier League. And they will have to breach the meanest defence in Scotland. At any club, in any country, the foundations of a championship challenge lie in defence, and Kilmarnock's has certainly been rock solid this season, dogged and determined. They've conceded just 11 league goals in 18 games. Reilly, who returned to Kilmarnock recently after a short stint with Reading. Tommy Burns down in Berkshire. Really settled down there though.
Yeah, I think to be fair, he was being played out of position down there, and he was being played wide in the midfield area. Certainly very much at home just in front of the back four there in the most central area.
That was a neat pass from Peterson, and he's put Matthey away here. And he's away a bit more, is Matthey. It's kicked by Dolan. Olofsson.
Good play by Matthey. It's a flat run. He's onside. And he started his career as a winger, and we can see why here. Good cut back. And it deserved a better finish.
Olofsson's corner, and that's a real vicious one, swirled in by Kjell Olofsson. It's going to be another corner. You've got to touch to it, the keeper.
Well, he drives him in well, and from a similar corner last week, Lars Zetterlund got in the end of it and punished Celtic. Drives him in with plenty of pace, and it's always a difficult one for a goalkeeper.
So Marshall and his defence have yet another corner to contend with from Kjell Olofsson. Oh, and it just slipped out of his fingers, but he recovered well.
Well, they got lucky, didn't they? Sigh of relief there from Gordon Marshall. And he looks at certainty there. Slips, comes off Alan McCoist.
Matthey with a couple of goals for Dundee United this season. Can he and his teammates find a way past this mean Kilmarnock defence? Not many have this season. McGowne. This might be picked up by Dolan. There was a contest between him and Baker. Hugh Dallas gets his second touch of the game. This time he sets up Kilmarnock. Durrant. That's another peach of a pass from Ian Durrant to Mitchell. And here he is again. Of course, having said that, he goes and does that.
Yeah, right on cue. But he's played every game this season for Kilmarnock. This is his 25th consecutive game for Killie. Walter Smith used him sparingly last year. We expected Bobby Williamson to do the same, but he's proved us all wrong.
Alan Combe will come and claim this. He's taken over the goalkeeping jersey. I was going to say the #1 shirt, but of course in this day and age he never will take the #1 shirt. Number 13, replacing Sieb Dijkstra, who's very much out of favour. Kevin McGowne. All Wright's making the run, and DeVos was alert to the threat.
Well, he had to be, because Wright was away early. The idea to knock it from back to front there, miss out the midfield, was spot on. Kevin McGowne saw the opportunity, and the boss did well.
McGowan's header will give Dundee United a throw. Bernard Pasquale. Here's Dodds. Peterson in support. And it's his cross, looking to return it to Dodds, who was rushing in, but it was always on its way through to Marshall, and that's a pretty decent throw out to Paul Wright. Dodds. It'd be nice if somebody could hang on to it.
Well, Bobby Williamson in particular won't be happy at all, because normally they do keep the ball well. Refuse to give it away, but certainly giving it away very cheaply here tonight.
McGowne. Dodds and Holt both getting stuck in for their respective teams. Peterson. Lovely work by Matthew, who was then surely passed over by Holt.
He does a good job for them. Footwork was too quick for Ali Mitchell there.
Kilmarnock are actually the second highest scorers at home. Oh, a mistake here. And a chance for Zetterlund, who dragged it across. It's going to dribble miserably out of play.
It's a good opportunity, and it's neither a cross nor a shot in the end. Martin Baker caught sleeping here, Zetterlund in behind. And he's either got to pull it back or get it on target. There's neither too much pace on it.
Olofsson. It's going to go straight through to Gordon Marshall. So possession being edged by Dundee United at the moment. Kilmarnock really haven't threatened Alan Coombe seriously, I don't think.
Well, Kilmarnock haven't kept the ball well at all. It doesn't surprise me that United have the edge, but neither goalkeeper really has been threatened so far.
Peterson up towards Dodds. Here's Baker. And he's making progress. Considerable progress, Martin Baker. Through towards McCoist. And Patterson just did enough to marshal it behind for a goal kick and ensure that McCoist couldn't get a touch.
Yeah, Martin Baker, good to see him asserting himself down the left-hand side here. And it's a good run if you look at the run from inside right to inside left from McCoist. Just edged out in the end, but good play by Martin Baker on that left-hand side.
Kept in by Olofsson. Here's Zetterlund. And back by Durrant. Who nutmegs Moles. Here he goes, but an excellent tackle by Pasquale. It only holds up Kilmarnock temporarily, though. I think DeVos might win that somehow. Matthew. Dodds, lovely flick to Dolan. Not quite such a good return, mind you.
No, Matthew doing all his best work in areas that don't really count, actually. He's been asked to get back goal side and work the right-hand side. I think we'd like to see him further forward.
He's there now. The kick out from Marshall went straight to him. Here's Dodds. Zetterlund. Olofsson's flick on. Offside against Matthew, but it will bounce harmlessly through anyway to Marshall if he just get on with it.
Yeah, well offside. A couple of yards.
Reilly away to MacPherson. Olofsson will step in. Pasquale. Olofsson. Zetterlund. This could be promising for Billy Dodds. Matthew. Dodds. Zetterlund. Transforming the ball all the time. Peterson. And Olofsson, there's no flag here. And it's over the bar, not offside.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a great chance then, because we were expecting the flag to go up. It didn't. He is off, actually, well offside when you see it. No flag, and he had a chance there to take it on his chest and take his time.
It was rather bizarre, that. I think he was the only one who didn't notice that he was offside.
Believe in the hype, believe in the man, Steve Collins.
As the collection grows.
Here's Reilly. Durrant. Dolan. Matthew will get this. Still he goes, Matthew, but he's just going to run it behind.
Well, he was willing though. He made a good run there for Jamie Dolan. It was a good ball, good early ball, played wide. And he looks up for it tonight, Alec Matthew. It's a good ball. And he thinks he's got enough pace here to get to the byline. Just overruns the ball though. He's been a bit of the liveliest player on show so far this evening, Alec Matthew.
It remains goalless as we approach the half-hour mark. Paul Wright, as always, giving his all. Durrant doing the job of the groundsman before he takes the free kick. I don't think he wants to take it on that rough patch.
Well, the groundsman's Gus Hollis down here, a pretty formidable man, and that's why Durrant was doing the gardening there.
Durrant's cross! It's in from Wright! And Kilmarnock have the lead! They haven't been able to find their rhythm tonight, but Paul Wright suddenly found it then.
Well, he couldn't ask for a better delivery. It's whipped in between the goalkeeper and the last defender. Wright times his run to perfection. And there's so much pace in that header. Alan Coombe has no chance whatsoever. But it's a magnificent delivery from Durrant.
There's the reaction from Bobby Williamson, who knows his team haven't really performed, but what a lift that will give them. Durrant. McGowne. Montgomery. Up towards McCoist. Away by DeVos. Matthew. Dodds. It's over Zetterlund's head, but it doesn't matter because here's Pasquale. Now Lars Zetterlund. Disappointing cross. Moles. Zetterlund. They need to get better service from this.
Yeah, it's a poor ball, and it's not the right angle either to deliver it from. United aren't getting to the byline. We've seen Matthew a couple of times trying to get in behind, but apart from that, it's all been hopeful stuff.
Well, here is Olofsson, mind you, and well held by Marshall.
Well, again, it's got to be pulled back. He gets himself into a good position. He's got Billy Dodds there. He's trying to get to the front post, but again, the angle of the delivery was lacking.
United with 5 attempts at goal. Kilmarnock with just the one for which they scored, and the United with only one also. And now here's Paul Wright again. And after crashing home his header, he was looking for something a little bit more spectacular then.
Well, he strikes the ball so well, it's worth an effort from this man. United backing off. He has the time, measures it, doesn't get over the shot. Well, what a delivery, as I was saying here, Ian. It's coming away from the goalkeeper. Wright has timed his run to perfection to get away from Pasquale. And Alan Coombe didn't have a chance of coming off his line to get it.
perfection. All right. 2 attempts on goal, 1 scored. Separates the sides here, despite Dundee United having considerable possession. McGowne. Baker. Durrant tried the dummy. Didn't quite come off, and Reilly has slammed that one behind for a goal kick. Here's Durrant. Showed too much of it to Pedersen, but here's Reilly. Now Mitchell. Harry Holt's over there as well. And he looked favourite to beat Moles to it. He did, but it all results in a goal kick. Pretty a Christmas cheer at Rugby Park today. It's a rather nippy night, so those Santa hats are a pretty good idea. So are the pies. And he might be the warmest. That'll be a free kick for a foul.
Yeah, once again it's a clumsy one. And it's needless as well from Jamie Dolan. And United really have to show more. Normally when a side goes a goal down, you see a bit of determination, a bit of spark from them. We haven't seen it at all from this United side.
Here's McCoist setting it up for Gary Holt. That's not a bad delivery either. And Pedersen's header actually did steer it away from the path of Mitchell, who was coming in. And MacPherson having a little dig.
Well, Pedersen had to get the touch on it, otherwise it was going to fall for Ali Mitchell at the back post. He did just enough.
Dodds now with a chance. Found by Matthew. He was closed down rather quickly. Tony Moles. Dolan. Matthew. Just ain't happening around that area for Dundee United.
Well, it was a half chance there for Billy Dodds. He should have taken it on his left side, tried to check back inside onto his right, and by that time the space had been closed down. It's been that kind of night so far for Billy Dodds.
De Vos making his presence felt. Dodds trying to get the shot in. Zetterlund did deflect it over. It'll be a corner.
Well, it's all very scrappy. It breaks to Zetterlund. He snatches at it quickly. Did it fairly well and wins a corner.
Chance for Shell Ollison to whip in his 6th corner of the night. They might not yet to get one, incredibly, but it's they who lead by a goal to nil. And it comes from Ollison, but clean catch by Marshall. And like all good goalkeepers, alert to the possibility of the quick throw. And just look what it might set up here for Kilmarnock. It's McCoist. Gary Holt making the run, not a good pass though, and Pasquale is there.
Well, they worked that early throw in from a throw out from Gordon Marshall so well. Normally it's Barai who breaks to either side. And it's a great counter-attacking device for Kilmarnock. Couldn't get enough support up there, telling McCoist quickly enough, but Gordon Marshall always looking to turn defence into attack.
So Darren Patterson and his Dundee United defenders in for another test here as MacPherson finds Durrant. I think that'll be a free kick. Moles bars him over.
Well, again, it's needless. Seeing Durrant's going nowhere here. Tony Moles is just giving away a free kick here and put his forward defenders under pressure.
You know who's going to take that free kick, of course. It's Durrant. And he's there again, finding Holt, who turns neatly and tucks it through to Durrant. And he slipped, I think. Sure, Keith Dallas has got that right. Certainly at first glance it looked like he slipped. We'll see that again in a moment, but here in the meantime goes Olofsson. And that's a lovely cross for Dodds. He seemed to be surprised at how it came to him, and Marshall smothered.
Well, at last a good delivery into the box for United. It's a good early ball to send Olofsson away on the left. He looks up. That's a great delivery. And Billy Dodds can't direct it away from Marshall. Good chance for United.
McCoist unable to keep that in play. Let's have a look at that penalty shout.
Well, I think Ian Durrant's reaction, he doesn't appeal for a penalty here. He loses his footing, shoulder to shoulder. And to be fair to Ian Durrant, he's hardly asking for one.
Pasquale. Away by McGowne. Some contest between DeVos and Wright. Here's Billy Dodds. Now Dolan. Mappy. Peterson. Smuggles it through to Dolan. Here's Mappy. Taking on Baker. Peterson's cross. DeVos. That's not bad for Olofsson, and that's not bad either for Dodds, and it's just bubbled away from him.
Well, his touch let him down. Kilmarnock looking ragged at the back for the first time in the match. It's a good switch of play. The first touch into the box from Olofsson. Billy Dodds under a bit of pressure, I suppose. Good ball in from Olofsson. Good early ball. Billy Dodds under pressure, just can't get it under control.
Here's the Canadian international. Signed from Darlington. Jason DeVos. Gary Holt. Wright. And Paul Wright was certainly shunted over then, and Hugh Dallas nearly was as well. Ticking off for Dolan.
Well, he was certainly right on the spot to give the decision, wasn't it? What about this?
It could have been a bit nearer the action, really, couldn't it? So Kilmarnock's free kick. Kevin McGowne to take it. Away by Pasquale. Mitchell lets it run rather for Durrant. And stray pass from Durrant.
Well, Pasquale's leaning on him, but there's nothing in it. I think Ian Durrant lost his footing as much as anything else. Bobby's eyesight's never been that good anyway.
Yeah, all managers have to do that anyway, regardless. Not long to go in the first half. Holt almost getting in. Pasquale. Patterson. Pasquale. Away by Zetterlund. He was caught late then. Zetterlund by Mitchell. So play will be dragged back for a Dundee United free kick. This is wide.
Yeah, again, no complaints. Just show the sole of your boot these days. Sometimes gets you a yellow card as well.
Patterson's free kick. Here's Zetterlund, but the flag is up for offside. Adding to Dundee United's frustrations. Because with the amount of possession they've had in this first half, you might have expected them to do something with it. But it's Paul Wright's goal that separates the sides. Ian Durrant was the man who made it, whipping in this free kick. And Wright crashing his header home. Classic cross, classic header. delighting Bobby Williamson, the Kilmarnock boss. Dundee United, though, might just be kicking themselves that they're going in a goal down at half-time. At the break then, Kilmarnock 1, Dundee United 0. Ali McCoist making his first start for almost a couple of months in the absence of the injured Frenchman Jerome Barrai. Dundee United second from bottom in the table. They could shoot up to 6th though if they manage to win here. It's Kilmarnock who start the second half. In many ways you could compare them to Aston Villa in England, because Villa have been surprise championship contenders with an all-English side by and large, except when Mark Bosnich was playing. And for Kilmarnock, this is an all-Scottish lineup today. In the absence of Wright, they too surprise contenders north of the border.
I think Paul Sturrock will give it 15-20 minutes, and if United don't get back into the game, he certainly has to make a change. Charlie was suggesting putting Olofsson through the middle and Alec Matthew wide. He also has Joe Miller on the bench. There may be an option to bring Joe Miller on, take Jamie Dolan off. It's going for broke a bit, but certainly United so far haven't showed much at all.
Here's Durrant. He has Olofsson for company. MacPherson's swirling cross. Holt. Oops, there's nobody out there. Gary Holt has done a solid job in the Kilmarnock midfield this season, ever present. Happy settling for the throw. It's ironic really that with David Johnson and Jamie Scowcroft currently out injured for Ipswich, he would have been playing for them today at Sheffield United on Sky, but the Suffolk side decided to cash in. Holt, Wright, Person trying to tear forward, failing to do so. Here is Matthew. Dolan to Zetterlund, and offside against Billy Dodds. You can see what he thought of it.
Well, the initial impression is that he was off. Billy Dodds didn't think so, and the ball's not delivered quickly enough. He's well off.
Yes, it wasn't worth much of a protest. Olofsson being charged down here, and a chance for McCoist. Oh, saved by Marshall, and some save too.
Well, he hasn't been in it at all, but he's always likely to pop up, isn't he? The chance made by the persistence of Gus MacPherson here on the right-hand side, who does ever so well. A good delivery. I think it comes off Ali's shin, and Coombe does well to get it away.
Durrant's corner, and Coombe will collect it. I think I called him Marshall just now. I'm sure he'll be delighted about. Alan Coombe, his 5th game for Dundee United, and what a save.
Well, that's the benefit of getting to the byline, or getting in behind sides, isn't it?
Kilmarnock with a 50% clean sheet record this season, 12 in 24. With Olofsson hoping to ensure that they don't manage number 13 here. And he's got the corner.
Yeah, Kevin McGowne did well there. Into the right back position to block the cross. But at least we're seeing a bit of urgency now. Charlie said at half-time they have to show more urgency. Seems signs of it now.
Olofsson's corner. Zetterlund's header. Pasquale's throw, finding Moulds. Got a little bit crowded, but it'll be another throw into the visitors. Matthew. Just controlled by Darren Patterson, and Kilmarnock could benefit now with a bit of a break on here. slip by Pedersen has allowed Mitchell to get his cross in, and it's just over from McCoist.
Well, it's a superb move. It started with an early pass from Durrant. Ali Mitchell gets lucky here. He knows exactly where McCoist is running for. It's a good delivery. He just couldn't get over it, but it's a good move from Kilmarnock.
Patterson's header clear. Here's McGowne though. And Patterson again. And McGowne again. Well, there really does need to be some sort of urgency about Dundee United now.
I think they're too late, Ian, to be honest with you. They don't look as if they can change up a gear. I think they'd have seen a bit of urgency before now if they had it, but not like a great deal of spirit about them.
Durrant. That's Baker's cross, and not terribly troubled by that, and the referee Killie has given a free kick because as he kicked it away he was impeded.
It's a good ball. It's dropped just in behind by Baker, perfectly weighted. Roberts just couldn't get the header on target. Baker knew exactly where Roberts was, could have done putting it just in front of him a bit more. Roberts stretching a bit, no real danger, but Kilmarnock will be quite happy to play the game out in the United half here. As long as they keep the play away from their own goal, they know they're going to get the points.
Durrant is going to have a go. Quite ambitious. And Durrant has managed a couple of goals this season, and they're rather good efforts. And Kilmarnock are going to make a change, and the man who got the goal, Paul Wright, is going to be replaced by Gary McCutcheon.
It's always nice to bring on fresh legs, particularly young fresh legs.
As all these Scottish Premier League sides have to have two players on the bench who are under 21. Kilmarnock do keep a clean sheet here, and they're looking pretty good for it, you have to say. It could be their fourth successive shutout of visitors to Rugby Park. And would preserve that remarkable defensive record, a record to be proud of. They would extend it to 11 league goals conceded in 19 games. Here's Martin Baker. Durrant. MacPherson. He was climbing, so it'll be a free kick.
No, United can't get a hold of the ball at the moment, giving away another free kick here. MacPherson climbing over Mark Roberts. Kilmarnock quite happy just to keep it now and let that clock tick away.
Durrant then ready to send another free kick in. And in fact, he's gone for the short one to Reilly. Durrant again. Montgomery finding Baker. Here's Mitchell. And was that a handball? It is. Penalty. Handball from Patterson. And Killie was in a perfect position.
Yeah, no complaints either. It's a good ball in behind to release Ali Mitchell. Not a great cross. That looks to me like arm to ball. And I think Darren Patterson's reaction said it all. No real complaints from him. Hugh Dallas well up with the play. Perfectly placed to make the decision.
With Paul Wright having just gone off, I suspect he would have taken it. The duty falls to Ian Durrant. And he makes it look so easy. Trickled it into the corner. And Kilmarnock, going into Christmas, are keeping up their championship challenge.
Well, it's fitting, I think, that Ian Durrant has tied the points up for Kilmarnock. He's dictated the play. Beautiful penalty. Alan Coombe guessing wrongly. And no wonder Bobby Williamson's pleased.
Killie killing off at Dundee United. Ian Durrant's third of the season. And it's going to be a happy Christmas in this part of Scotland. Joe Miller. Joe Miller busy looking for a free kick, which wasn't forthcoming. Foul on Durrant, who once again has been at the centre of most that Kilmarnock do. Really enjoying himself since leaving Rangers. All that remains now is for Kilmarnock to keep yet another clean sheet. Durrant for McCutcheon. There'll be a free kick. Foul on Mark Roberts.
Well, they're not going to be in any hurry to take this. They know they're over the finishing line now.
From Durrant. McGowne. Roberts now. McCutcheon, and McGowne has gone into the box also. But he saw a sight to goal in Roberts and decided to have a go. How about a man of the match tonight then, Davey?
Well, I think we've seen a lot of honest endeavour out there, a great deal of effort, but not a great deal of craft. And for me, any subtlety that we have seen has come from Ian Durrant. Perhaps not the best game he's played this season, but I think he's dictated the tempo of the game. He's linked up well with his front players, a great delivery for the first goal, a cool penalty for the second, and I think he's been head and shoulders above anybody else on the pitch. Alan Mahood coming on for Ian Durrant, well earned rest for Ian.
Just got your man of the match awarded in time then, didn't you? Olafsson now. Joe Miller's the only man in the middle at the moment, and well, that cross sums up most of Dundee United's play. We're into added on time. And for all Dundee United's possession, and they had a fair bit of it, it's still been strangely comfortable for Kilmarnock. Dundee United are going to be left second from bottom in the Scottish Premier League though.
Yeah, a long hard winter ahead for them, I think. We can look for major changes at Tannadice. Paul Sturrock cleared the place out when he took the job at St Johnstone, and I think he realises he's going to have to do the same here.
Here's Stephen Thompson now, and he's got a corner.
It's a good result for Kilmarnock. Not been a classic performance, but they've scratched this one out, and Rangers have to keep looking over their shoulder.
There's the sign of championship material, not playing particularly well, but winning. Olafsson's corner, knocked down by DeVos. Maybe it's a matter of just seeing this one out now. Kilmarnock will once again be clipping the heels of Rangers. Sandwiched between the two Glasgow giants. Rangers ahead of them, Celtic behind them. To Pasquale, and Zetterlund here could breach the meanest defence in Scotland, but Baker came across to cover then, and I think he's just ensured another clean sheet.
It's a great challenge, it's a good...
Looking for a lot more than that, that's for sure. Main point here, another clean sheet for Kilmarnock, and that's the reason they're keeping their challenge up.
They certainly are. 2-0 win for Kilmarnock tonight. Before we go, let's just recap the main story.
At Rugby Park tonight, Kilmarnock beat a very disappointing Dundee United by 2-0. That's Killie now unbeaten in their last 8 home games, and that's their 4th clean sheet in succession. Unusually, no bookings in this game. Everyone very well behaved in this festive period. In the first half, United shaded it territorially, but that wasn't the case in the second 45 minutes. Killie took over. Look at that though, a great attendance at Rugby Park tonight, and that's helped by Killie, quite rightly, taking a good initiative, giving 3,000 tickets away. Well done Kilmarnock for that. Now Martin Geisler is with the Killie heroes tonight, Paul Wright and Ian Durrant.
Ian Durrant, man of the match, congratulations. Do you enjoy that game?
Very much so. After last week, the disappointing result, it was good to get back on track again, and the boys played very well.
Paul, good bit of teamwork for the first goal. We can have a look at that just now. Talk us through it.
Well, just remember Ian's throwing the ball into the box. I just made that run to a near post, and fortunately for myself, I just got there in front of the marker. It's just a nice way to just go on the end of 3 kicks.
It's a good ball, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of these teasing ones you're just crying out to put into the back of the net, and it's not like me getting across my marker, but just one of these things.
Perhaps a bit against the run of play at that point, wasn't it? I mean, Kilmarnock didn't have much of the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, Dundee United came out well, first 20-30 minutes, and hemmed us in a bit. But once we got the first goal, we started getting our passing game together, and the man just ran the show.
How important was that result for Kilmarnock, Ian, especially after last week in Ibrox?
Oh, disappointed because we went there expecting to win, and we let ourselves down. But maybe a lot of people after getting beat last week thought our bubble had burst, but we've got a great design in the dressing room, and we're going to go all the way this year.
Right back in the hunt, obviously, at the moment. Good place to be at Christmas, isn't it, Rugby Park?
It's a great place to be. Everybody wants to be the top league, and long may it continue.
Well done, boys. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.